Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video is a content reveal video for solo leveling. I'm gonna be up front. I know absolutely nothing about this show, anime, manga, whatever. I just know this guy is. I think I know his name. It's Jin Woo, right? Like, I have never seen the show. I couldn't tell you one thing about it. So, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're going to learn about the show. So I'm just gonna do what any respectable human being does, and we're gonna go to the wiki, right? That's gonna give us a synopsis, correct? So, we'll pull it up here. Solo Leveling is a Korean web novel written by Chugong. It was serialized by Papyrus on November 4th, 2016, ended with 14 volumes, 270 chapters. Wow, that's long. Maybe? I don't know offhand. It's like, is that like MHA? Because like MHA is like 2 something, right? 240 something? It was a webtoon serialization, was released, drawn by artists. I'm not going to try to pronounce those names, I'm sorry. Concluded on. So it was a webtoon first, and now it's a webtoon series based on the web novel side stories. What? Okay. So it's okay. I don't get any of that. So yeah. So it was a webtoon. So it was a manga, then a webtoon, and now it's an anime. Okay, sure. But here we go. We're going to learn right here. So, in a world where hunters, human warriors who possess magical abilities, must battle deadly monsters to protect mankind from certain annihilation, a notoriously weak hunter named Sung Jin Woo finds himself in a seamlessly endless struggle for survival. One day, after narrowly surviving an overwhelmingly powerful dungeon that nearly wipes out his entire party, a mysterious program called the System chooses him as its sole player, and in turn gives him the extremely rare ability to level up in strength. Possibly beyond any known limits, follow Jinwoo's journeys as he fights against all kinds of enemies, both man and monster, to discover the secrets of the dungeons and the true source of his powers. Okay, so he joined a party, almost TPK'd, he survived, and then can get powered up for it, so he's able to level up. So that's solo, so he's the only one, I assume, right? That's what it looks like. So yeah. Interesting. I've never seen it. I guess people say I should watch it. It's on Crunchyroll, which I technically don't have right now, but whatever. So let's get into the Challenger decks. We're gonna go ahead and a couple of things. It releases on, I believe, January 10th was what it said. Oh, sorry, my voice is very bad today. Let me pull it up. This is the best part. I am so prepared. Oh. Yes, January 10th. And then also the second season of the anime launches in 2025 in January on Crunchyroll. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. So give me 1 second and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, everybody, we are going to get right into the reveals. So we've already seen the character, right? We've seen Sung Jin Woo, E rank hunter. He is the tags E rank and hunter. It's kind of funny. It's E rank hunter, E rank hunter, E rank hunter. Say that 5 times fast. So he begins the game with the assassin skill tree, which actually is its own card. So we'll see that next. Response tenacious. So it's playable while committed. Remove 1 XP card from your hand or stage. At the start of your end phase, level up. He's a 630 with the all, death, and life keywords, and let's get into the cards. So next up is the Assassin Skill Tree. So we started the game with this. Your character can unlock these skills. After you level up, unlock the next skill down, beginning with critical attack. So level 1, right? So after you level up, you unlock the next skill, beginning with, so you begin with critical attack. So actually, if you don't, so you must level, you don't have anything but that. You have to level up to get level 1. So you start at level 0. This is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. So there's 6 levels. So critical attack, enhanced. This weapon attack gets 1 damage for each attack in your card pool. That's pretty cool because it's a scaling damage. It's pretty cool. Murderous intent. Enhance once per turn, reduce this attack speed to 0. That's super cool. Um, Very good defensive. Like adding a speed defensive on a character is fantastic. Even like, it's reduced its attack speed to 0. It's a first enhance, but it's still pretty good. Quicksilver enhance once per turn. This attack gets 3 speed. Also kind of sick. It gives you a little speed buff once per turn. Dagger throw once per turn. Your weapon attack gets echo. Ooh, baby. Okay, we're getting saucy now, right? We're getting 3 speed, 1 billion damage, and echo. I like it. Stealth once per turn, change the zone of this attack. Okay, cool. So this is an offensive and defensive ability, so you can change your attack and your rival's attack on their turn. Ruler's Authority, add 1 XP card removed from your removed pile to your hand. Okay, cool. So obviously this is max level, and you get to add an XP card to your hand every enhanced step. That's pretty sick. So I'm hoping there's ways to like level up super fast, because that's super cool. Just full disclosure, I've not seen, this is the first time I've been seeing these cards past the character. I just held off as long as I could, because I don't know, I want like real like, I don't know, not shock and awe, but like, you know, like actual reacts instead of reading the cards prior and then reacting to it. Alright, so next card up. Hunter's Dagger. Alright, this is a 0/5 asset. It's an ultra rare. +1 low block. Unique weapon. Enhance commit, your non-throw attack gains weapon. Okay, that's cool. So you're able to use his weapon enhance to give. So if you're playing a non-weapon card and you can give it weapon, then give it the damage buff. That's cool. If it deals damage, add 3 bleed counters to this card. Okay, we got damage over time, people. We are an MMO. We are damage over time. Tenacious, remove 1 bleed counter. After your rival plays an attack, if their health is 3 or greater, they lose a health. Okay, so you can get them down to 2 with this. That's pretty sick. Actually, I kind of like that, because it's not like an anti-attack mechanic, but it's a like, hey man, you're gonna pay. You know, it's cool. It's like damage over time. I like that. As a Final Fantasy 14 player, they're slowly removing dots from the game, but you know, whatever. I think that's cool, and that's the foil version next to it. So I know the foil version doesn't like digitally doesn't usually look the best, but they usually look pretty good in real life. Next up, we got a rare and an uncommon. The rare is a 5. It's called Clash with the Blood Red. 5/3, 1 high block, 5 high for 5. Weapon, XP. Hey, we got the all symbol. It's not dead. We got attuned to all. Okay, so like we were worried, like, you know, it's weird. We knew we had all, so we knew we were going to get all cards. But the issue is, was it going to be attuned or not? And I should have actually checked the symbol. It is a death attuned card, so we already knew death attuned exists. So all attuned exists. So everyone can slowly calm down. We saw Critical Role has Earth, so we just gotta wait for good and evil. Which, to be honest, they could probably get rid of that. But who knows? Blitz. Each player reveals the top card of their deck. If the check value of the revealed card is greater than or equal to your rival commits 2 foundations. Otherwise, you draw 1 card and your rival mills 1. That's interesting. It's a nice way to say stun 2. You just, so you know. So what's also cool is if it's greater than or equal to, you get to know your next check. That's cool. And they commit 2, so you both know what you're checking. But otherwise, if you're lower than, you draw that card. So most likely you're drawing the attack, and then they're milling that 5 check off the top of their deck. So that's kind of cool. I like that. I like both modes of it. It's pretty neat. It's cool because it happens like before enhances, blah blah blah. You know, blitz responsing, blitz timing, and yada yada yada. So next up is Determined cut. It looks like he's well. Sorry, it looks like he has like a gun blade or something, or maybe he has a dagger. The other guy has like a bigger sword. Okay, so I don't know, I've never seen the show, so it just looks like he's fighting a red knight. Next up is a determined cut, 4 difficulty 3 check +1 mid block, 4 high for 3. Powerful 3. We like POW. We like POW 3 on things. Weapon XP. After your rival plays an enhanced ability, they lose a health. Death attuned. So that's only during this attack that this happens. It would have been nice to see, like, I think it would have been cool to see this have card pool on it, so you could burn them off, like you block, and you burn them, kind of a la Unyielding Heat or like Flame Aura from like the MK set. I think that would have been cooler as a neat mechanic. I don't know. Because like it doesn't say card pool, so we can't use it outside of using that. So like so we can only use that ability during this attack. So, but yeah, pretty neat. Next up is Grasp for Survival, 4 difficulty 3 check +3 mid block. Throw XP 1 mid for 4. After you block with this attack, you gain 2 health. That's kind of neat. That's nice. I mean, you can't give it weapon because it says you're non-throw. So this one does not get the buff. So you have to find damage elsewhere. Just a little momentum gainer in the deck. I'm pretty sure that's an uncommon, so it's just taking up a slot. Like, it's only 4 damage. I don't know. Like, you have to find outside damage for it. It would have been cool if it, if it had like a weapon, you could give it weapon, but you can't. I mean, like, you can't. Yeah, whatever. But you don't get to give it damage, so yeah. Hence the reason why it said that. For next up is Enough of This. It's kind of cool because I put their hands next to each other. Like they're trying to slap hands or hold hands, whatever. 4 difficulty, 3 check, 1 high block, 3 mid for 4. Frenzy. So we're seeing Frenzy back from the Star Trek techs. Frenzy is this attack gets 1 speed and 1 damage for each attack blocked this turn. So that's pretty cool. Blitz, this card does not count towards progressive difficulty to play Foundations. Alright, so this is a really neat, like, turn 2, you played a poke, and then, like, I don't know, your rival ate it, or your rival, say your rival blocked it, and you kind of want a piece of momentum, right? You want a little bit of momentum, just a little bit. And, so this comes in for, like, a 4 mid for 5, and then if you've leveled up once, you can, you can't give it weapon. There's no, yeah. We have to use the asset to give it weapon to use the thing. So, but it gets you a little like a bigger poke, a little bridge, and then like it doesn't count towards progressive, so you can just build out the rest of the turn. It's okay. It's not bad. The +1 high block is very nice on the 3 mid. I don't think this really goes into funny punch decks, because I don't think either of them do, to be honest. Yeah, they don't. I don't know. I don't think so. Moving on. Alright, we got a lot of blood on this card. Killing Intent, 5 difficulty, 3 check, +1 low block. Very nice low block. Stun 1, Fury Weapon, 4 low for 5. Blitz, seal 1 rival foundation with a difficulty 2 or less. It's an uncommon with the Death Attune symbol. It's not bad. It's a nice 5 diff with a nice block. That's very cool. Seal, like, on Blitz sealing things is really nice. So you don't have to wait, like, you're not wasting a response. You're not waiting. It's free. So, like a lot of speed hate, a lot of damage redux, like, weapon clash, resting up, stuff like that, That's pretty cool. And it has stun 1, so that's kind of nice. Its stats are kind of meaty, but again, like I would have liked to see something else other than just a 4 low for 5. Maybe you're like the block's really nice, so maybe that's like kind of carrying the weight a bit. Next up is Venom Fang Dagger, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 low block, 3 low 3. Weapon, Death Attuned. This is a rare response. After this attack deals damage, your next weapon attack gets X damage. X equals this attack's damage. So as long as you hit your rival, you get a damage buff. So it doesn't say printed damage. So if you can buff this thing, say like to 7 or 8 damage, your next attack will get 8 damage. It's pretty cool. Kind of neat. It blocks itself, so according to Andrew Holder, it's a good card. You heard it from him, not me. Next up is a common Wolf Assassin, 5 difficulty, 3 check, +1 mid block, 5 mid for 5, Fury, Weapon, XP, Blitz, add 1 XP foundation from your discard pile to your hand. That's cool. So if you need block for next turn, or you want to level up at the end of your turn, you get to do that with this card automatically. So not bad. It's a cool. It's a grease the wheels. It's a grease the wheels card. So far, I've seen a lot of these cards are really just going to be played in him. I don't see them really making it outside of other people so far. Let's take a look at his ultra rare attack. World's Weakest Hunter. 4 difficulty, 3 check, +2 mid block, 5 mid for 3. EX3 Weapon XP. Response: after this attack deals damage, you may remove 1 foundation from your stage. Draw 1 card for each card you remove from game pile. So it fuels itself, so that's cool. Max 3. So he could draw 3 cards. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, like, this might see play like an All-Rodon, but again, it's like, are we just playing this to draw the cards? Where we could play other cards that are just better. It is a 3 damage move. It's in the Funny Punch lineup, but it's like, I don't know where you would slot this in at. Because, let's see, Funny Punch, Big Fist Bash, Double Wumbo Jumbo, Dragon Strike, multiple bites. Like, I don't think this makes it into the list. I really don't. It might after rotation. Like, I could see this being played in like an all mids Rodon, just in rotation after rotation. Just because you need something like Funny Punch. Kind of gave you extra attacks worth of damage, and this actually gives you more cards to play, so it could be more attacks in your hand. So, yeah, but like, I see a lot of these attacks really never making it out of this guy, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Next up is the Foundations. We got a 2 difficulty, 5 check, +2 high block, Dungeoneering Armor. Armor keyword. That's kind of neat. Response: tenacious. After this card is committed due to a rival effect, this attack gets -2 damage. Enhanced tenacious. Sacrifice. This attack gets -1 damage. Oh, and then it's death attuned. Let me get some water. Ugh. Excuse me. I think this card's bad. It's stun hate for -2, and then, -1 damage. And then sacrifice, yeah. 1 second, guys. Alright, and next up is Fateful Decision. It is a 1/5 foundation, 3 mid block. Enhanced, this attack gets -2 speed. The cool part on this card is this. Enhanced commit. After you play a block, it gains Breaker 1. I think this should have been a response. Like, the way it's worded, after you play a block. But, like, it becomes a floating effect instead of, like, an on-play trigger. I think that would have been a lot cooler and a little more advanced for a challenger deck. But cool card, though. I think this is going to make it into some lists. Like, this card here will make it into some lists. Dungeoneering Armor is just bad. The card's not very good at all. Because, like, it's -2 damage, and then you have to destroy it for another -1. It's whatever. It's chaff in the deck, in my opinion. Like, Fateful Decision is actually really good. That card's actually cool because it gives you 2 modes. If you don't need the speed hate, you just breaker 1 them, which is cool. That's actually kind of neat that they're allowing you to apply breaker onto things outside of just using actions to do it. Next up is item menu 153 low block. Common, all attuned, XP, a lot of XP cards, so we can level up super fast. After you remove this card from your hand, draw cards. Cool. So this is something that we really wanted in the deck, right? Is a piece that when we level up using our ability, or we can pay costs. Like we can remove a card from hand for cost at all, or for an ability, we just draw a card. So it nets us a card. So it's cool. It's kind of like a weird way of cycling a card. I kind of like it. Next up is improving skills. 253 high block. XP, enhance, sacrifice the foundation. This attack gets 1 speed. Now we're talking. Deadlock, get out. If we overbuild, we're able to get speed, so we can use damage on our character, speed from this foundation. I like it. Response, after you remove this card from your hand, build the top card of your deck face down committed. That part's not so great. Generically, I should say. Because obviously you remove it from him during your end phase, and then you build a card committed. I would have been cooler to get the resource back, because he could be playable while committed, you know. So I think it would have been better if you could just build the top card, because your turn's ending anyways. So yeah. Next up is loot box. 2/4, 3 low, XP. Enhance flip, build the top card of your deck. At the end of your combat phase, add that card to your hand. Okay, that's cool. So what I like about this is it's like a really weird way to say hardened jab. You could build the top card of your deck and then add it to your hand at the end of your combat phase. At this combat phase, oh cool. So if you build an attack, you can add it at your opponent's end phase. After their combat phase ends, you just boop, pick up this attack. I like it. I like it. That's neat. It's a neat piece. Probably like a 2xer in most decks, but if they play it at all. But yeah, it's kind of neat. I like it, and it builds it ready too, unlike the other card, which doesn't. So that doesn't make any sense. They should just build them already. It's not that big of a deal. Then we got leveling strength 1/5, 2 low block, XP, enhance commit. This attack gets 2 damage. We need basics, I guess. So it's a spam. It gives life doesn't need more spam with low blocks. I mean, it does. Like, I'll take low blocks all day, but you know, syndicate target exists. So, yeah, it's just basically for the deck. But like, maybe you need a low block and a 1/5 that you know you don't have like, you know, you're playing like some weird version that you're not playing high value target and resting up. Okay, I guess you're not playing resting up. I guess you play this. I don't know, but I'm not a big fan of hands commit 2 damage when most characters have 2 damage printed on their face. But I guess if you need a low block in your spam, this will do it for you. And not at a bad rate, I guess. I guess you can commit and get 2 damage to finish off someone. Next up is the Ultra Rare Foundation Double Dungeon. When I first saw this card when I was making these slides, I thought that said 5 difficulty. And I was just like, oof. Like, this card is unplayable at a 5. But it's a 3, so it's not terrible. Let's read it. 3/5, +1 mid. Not bad. Unique, Echo, obviously. XP, Tenacious. After you level up, ready this card. Cool, so it readies itself. Your turn, remove. Level up. You cannot level up again this turn. So I guess you can use this. This is cool that you can level up again after you you can level up in the mid-turn. That's great. I don't know why we just can't level up again at the end of the turn. It's an ultra rare. Give us, you know. I guess it's to prevent. Well, it's unique anyways. Is there a way to build this? He has life. So he could canister creation another one in. And okay, so that's why. Okay. So we don't just cycle these over and over again and just level up at like turn 2. I guess that's probably what it is. I would have liked it to say combat phase. Maybe, because then you could still level up at your end phase, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so I think this was much needed for the deck. I assume this will be a 4x on all decks of Jinwoo, because you want to level up as fast as possible. Next up is a Foundation Serpent Scramble. 1 difficulty, 5 check, 3 high block. Breaker 1 XP. All attuned. So it's just a vanilla. Not bad. I mean, if it was a vanilla, it should have gave us like a 2 high block, right? In my opinion. Maybe that breaker 1 really hurts it. So, next up is Teleportation Stone and Asset. We have 2 assets in this deck. 3 difficulty, 5 check, 2 mid block, unique. Remove. After you block an attack, your rival must play a non-attack card as their next form or pass. I like this. Fun fact is, all has 2 cards like this now. They have Airy Smiles and they have this, so that's pretty cool. This card may see some play outside of the Jinwoo deck. I like it. It's pretty costly though at a 3. At a 3, so yeah. So we got Timely Recovery is the last new card that we have seen, that we will see. 2/5 +2 mid block XP Tenacious Sacrifice, gain 2 health. Response after you remove this card from your hand, gain 2 health. It's just health gain. Sacrifice to gain 2 health. It's tenacious, so that's kind of good. But I don't see this seeing play at all, to be honest. Like, I guess if like you really need it in your mirror, maybe, I don't know, but I don't know. I just don't like blowing. It's committed, but there's other things I'd rather do with my committed foundations than blow it up to gain 2 health. Maybe if I have no way to gain health and I need a damage or whatever, sure. This is the other card is the ultra rare attack as a foil, which will probably look way better in actual real life than on the screen. So yeah, I believe that's it, guys. Couple different things. I like this skill tree thing. I think that's kind of cool. It's neat. I like it how they have a foil version of it now too, which is awesome. So I'm hoping that, I'm banking that you get the regular one in the deck, and then you have to pull this out of the collector pack. I could see that. Next up, I like the, I don't know, like the digital CRT, like, I don't know what it's called, like the on the difficulty and check, it's like all wavy. It's like, whoosh. I kind of like that a lot. I think that's cool. It looks neat. It did make the 3 diff look very weird though, so I thought it was a 5 diff to start. So yeah, but the art looks good. It's just screenshots, you know. I'm interested to see what the alt arts look like. I believe IGN and I want to say the Gamer is usually the guys who have it. Let me double check my email. Yes, the Gamer and IGM will have the alt art reveals, so check those guys out. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Sorry this has been a train wreck. I am sick and trying to get this out at the same time as everybody else, because it's just a giant content creator race, right? So so that's all I got. This is Jinwoo and his kit. It's not bad. I think you're not going to see a lot of it outside of him, but when you get the pieces together and he levels up, he's probably going to be a monster. But the issue is, I don't know if it's too slow. Maybe a wee bit slow for the current meta. So we'll see. Let's see what happens. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out all the other content creators that will be doing this. Sorry for the long video. And let me see. Again, solo. The release is January 10th, and the second season of the anime starts January 25th. You can find it on Crunchyroll. Thanks to UVS Games for sending me these previews. I finally said it. I totally forgot it at the beginning. Other than that, that's it, guys. Hope to see it. These are legal for Nats. Yes, these will be legal for Nats. So we'll see you in a few weeks at Nats. And until the next video, everybody take care.